Abram, the son of Terah, a descendant of Shem and the son of Noah, a man we now call the father of faith. But before the promise, before the obedience, before the journey, have we ever paused and thought about his life before the call? Was he a wanderer? Was he a nomad? Did his life only begin when God spoke? Let us step back into the scripture for a moment. Let us return to his father's house. Terah. Terah had 3 sons, Abram, Nahor, and Haran. They lived in Ur of the Chaldeans, a prosperous city in southern Mesopotamia between the Tigris and the Euphrates, in what is now modern-day Iraq. Ur was known for trade. Ur was known for learning. Ur was known for strong city life. And Ur was known for the worship of many gods. Scripture tells us, Terah, the father of Abraham, served other gods. Joshua 24:2. This was the air Abram breathed. This was the world they lived in. Their household was stable. Their life was ordered. Later scripture says Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. They were not poor. They were not desperate. They were settled. Abram was married to Sarai. They were childless. Nahor married Milcah. When it comes to Haran's wife, scripture is silent. Her name, her story, we are not told. What we do know is that Haran had children, Lot, Milcah, and Iscah. And then the story turns. Haran died in Ur of the Chaldeans, a young life cut short while his father Terah was still living. Loss entered the family. But life has to continue, with or without pain. After Haran's death, Terah took Abram, Sarai, and Lot, and set out from Ur toward Canaan. Nahor remained behind. So did the daughters of Haran. The reason is not given. They traveled northwest, following the river valleys along the trade routes of the Fertile Crescent. But they did not reach Canaan. They stopped in Haran, another city of trade, another place of idol worship, another settled life. Haran stood near the Balik River, a crossroads where caravans passed and flocks grazed in open plains. It felt familiar. It felt safe. And so they stayed. And Terah breathed his last there. Abram was 75 years old. He had lived in Ur. He had settled in Haran. Twice established, twice rooted. His life was steady again. And it was into that steady life that the voice of God came.
Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you.
No destination named, no explanation of the road ahead, only a command and a promise.
I will make of you a great nation, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed.
Genesis 12:2-3. Abram had no land, Abram had no child, and he was not young. The promise seemed impossible, yet Scripture says, so Abram went as the Lord had told him. Genesis 12:4. He began the journey, not because Ur was failing, not because Haran was collapsing, but because God had spoken. By faith, Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive as an inheritance, and he went out not knowing where he was going. Hebrews 11:8. He left the place where he belonged. He left the life that was already built. He left at an age when most men settle in. He left what we call home for the unknown. And he went. That is faith. Not when everything is clear, not when the road is safe, but when God speaks and a man trusts him enough to move. And that is why his name still stands. Abraham, the father of faith.